back in Buffalo, but not for very long because my group trip is so soon. It's exactly 10 days from today. I will be starting my first ever group trip, and I'm so excited. You scared me. You've heard me talk about this trip like 5 million times, but I am just so excited, and it's literally right around the corner, so the excitement is building even more so. But it is Wednesday morning. I got home from New York City on Monday night, like really late. My flight landed around 10:30 p.m., so I was not home till like 11:15, and then you know me, I unpacked my bag immediately and like got all fresh and ready for bed because it was a very long day, but it was another fun little side quest. Not gonna lie, was not really planned until like the week before, but I'm so happy I got to visit Nikki, and also I got to see Brett and Abby, which was great. So all around, really good trip. But today is going to be a busy, productive day. I have a lot I wanna do, a lot I wanna get done. And like I said, I need to stay on track because I have just a few days until my group trip, and I need to make sure that there's some things squared away before then. One thing about me is that I literally cannot go one day without making my bed. Making the bed is one of those things that just takes no time, but really makes a big difference. And you know what they say, clean space is a clean mind. I already have enough things to like juggle in my brain. I don't need my space to be cluttered as well. Bed looks great. Also, I do want to work on either this space today or my desk space. This is going to be the main focus for today, but we'll see what we can do about the decor on this wall. We will work on that later.
Oh no, not you again. You're always here. You never leave.
Come here. Morning cardio with Coco. I follow my morning routine pretty much to a T every single day. So once I do my skincare, brush my teeth, all of that, I do come to my desk and I look over my to-do list that I wrote out last night and I check my emails. With all the crazy things going on in my life, I get a ton of emails, and it's really important that I stay up to date with them every single day. Recently, I started using Notion Mail, which has made a world of a difference, and they are the sponsor of today's video, so a big thank you to them. Chances are you've either heard of Notion or you have used it personally to stay organized digitally. It is such a phenomenal tool, and I'm so hyped about Notion Mail. It is the first email that actually organizes your inbox, helps you draft responses, and even schedule meetings super easily. There are seriously so many cool features to Notion Mail that help with efficiency and organization. For the longest time, my inbox was an absolute nightmare. It stressed me out. I knew I needed to organize it, but I had no idea where to even begin with it. And Notion Mail really changed the game for me. I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. And now my inbox is very neatly organized and nothing gets lost in the mix. Setting up your Notion Mail is extremely simple. All you have to do is input your Gmail and it pulls everything from there. There is an auto label tool which has tidied up my email like no other. Basically, what this tool does is it sorts and organizes your emails into custom labels. You can even split your inbox into custom views so it's completely personalized to you. Managing emails can be very time consuming, but there are time-saving features with Notion Mail like AI suggestions, drafting shortcuts, and even built-in scheduling. Personally, I've been loving the suggested response. It helps me reply very quickly. And if you're already familiar with Notion, the same Notion editor is now in your inbox to help you curate the perfect email. All in all, I definitely recommend, and you can connect your Gmail to Notion Mail for free using the link in my description box or scanning the QR code on the screen. Now let's get to the emails, shall we? Active set of the morning is on. Top and bottom are both from Halara, as usual. I am skating this afternoon, so I don't want to follow my ladder program just because it's lower body. If I do lower body and then go skating, it's going to be game over. So instead today, I'm just going to do my own thing, follow my own upper body workout. But I'm going to do about 20 minutes, still going to be very effective, and it's going to give my legs a break for skating later. Breakfast time. We got the classic 2 eggs with a piece of wheat toast, and I can't have breakfast without my hot sauce on the eggs. We have like an off-brand version at the moment, and everything with bagel seasoning. Upper body today was very minimal, but still glad I lifted some weights. And like I said, I'm going to be skating for an hour, so that is going to be like my main workout for today. But I do need to get ready for the rink, and I am going to Aldi with my mom, so I'm going to get ready. I just got the Maybelline Grippy Primer in the mail yesterday, so we're going to try it out. And actually this is perfect timing because I was running low my face. I'm using my Typology tinted serum. I'm the shade 3 medium, and that is actually not makeup, it's just skincare that's tinted, which is awesome. So this is what I've been doing like every single day. Even on my trip, I didn't bring foundation. I did bring concealer, so like I'll do this all over my face and then I'll do concealer in some spots, but I've been keeping it minimal, and I really think that that is the way to go. For blush, I've been loving the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek color. It's like the tiniest little thing, so it's perfect for travel, but it's also very buildable, and like it blends really nice, and it just gives you the perfect little bit of color. I just need to throw some lip gloss on and we are good to go. It's absolutely freezing out today. The thing about Wegmans is that it's like 10 times as big as Aldi, maybe even more. It's massive, and I never come in here, so whenever we do come in, like, it's very confusing. We don't know where anything is because they're constantly moving things around. Definitely takes a bit more time than Aldi. We have made it to the rink. I am actually getting ready in the locker room because I already know it's gonna be freezing in the rink today. I do say that every time that I skate, but it's so cold outside, it literally feels like winter. So I'm gonna layer up in the warmth while I can. Also, there's this fan that blows cold air directly into the box, so that definitely makes it even colder. So I thought I might as well just get ready in here today. Just wash these leg warmers so they're nice and fresh, and they should be a little bit more fitted. As I wear them more, they stretch out. That's just the nature of it. Little update on my skates. I did actually get a new pair of boots. They should be arriving, I want to say today, but I'm not going to touch them until I have new blades. So I have decided that I am also going to get new blades for next contract. If you missed that announcement video, check it out. I share all the details about my next contract because it is a couple months away and it is going to be like a normal length contract. And I have had these blades for years and I've had these boots for almost a year. It's time for a fresh pair. There's no way that these blades would last another contract with a new pair of boots because I have been switching them on and off. So in a way, it's gonna kind of be nicer because I will have a backup pair, God forbid, but in the past I haven't had that ability because I've taken the blades from one pair of boots to the other. Also, if I want to ease into the boots, I can do that, although Adeas are very comfortable to break in. It's more the blades that are gonna be a readjustment once again. But that's a fun little update. So, need to throw up the hair. Really hoping for a productive practice today. I'm skating for an hour and I'm gonna run through all my elements. I haven't really worked on show tricks in a bit, so might get to that today. And I have been running some old ship solos just to work on my endurance because we gotta get that back up. So let's go skate. Okay, we left the rink and I'm actually at the mall now, just making a quick pit stop for some euros for my trip. I went to the bank last week to order some euros instead of like US dollars so that I have cash for my trip, but the fee was insane. So the lady actually recommended I come to the mall because they have a kiosk here, which is really nice. So want to do that and get that squared away with plenty of time before I actually leave for the trip. Spot acquired. EFX currency exchange. Let's see. Perfect, thank you. All right, success. And it was $5, so not too bad. My little Greek yogurt bowl was absolutely delicious. Tried out the new granola that we bought today. I picked out this like high protein granola. It was cinnamon and maple flavor. Delish. And also I love adding protein extra here and there where I can. But on a very exciting note, I just got a notification that a special package has arrived at the house. We got the fresh boots. This is very exciting. I always hate breaking in new skates, but that is a journey we're gonna go on together. So gonna set this aside for now, but I had a really good day at the rink. Skated for almost 2 hours, so I'm definitely tired now. Ran through my solo again and my endurance is definitely improving, so that is a plus. And now I wanna start working on some other spins and things like that that I don't usually do in my normal practice routine because there's so many spin variations that I could work on or get back, I should say. So that is a good little challenge for me. But the problem is usually I only skate an hour and 20 of those minutes are just warming up so that I actually feel somewhat okay to start jumping, because that is not a good idea to start like jumping and spinning and pulling my body every which way if I'm not warm yet. So that's that. Got my euros at the kiosk in the mall on the way home. So shout out to that lady for giving me that suggestion. And now I want to freshen up and head back out for a little bit. I really want to work on this space. As much as I love my desk, I just feel like the other setup was such a sleigh with all the cute little posters and things like that. So this needs something. Also, I did laundry yesterday. I need to put that away. And the other exciting thing I wanted to share with you is my mug. If you remember back in a vlog a couple weeks ago, my cousin and I went to paint some pottery. We both painted mugs and they had to throw it in the kiln, but I think it turned out super cute. I did like a travel theme mug. So I have a bunch of little designs around the mug. And honestly, I did not measure the space in between the designs, but I think they are pretty evenly spaced, if I do say so myself. The only design I do not like is the airplane. I was very upset about that, and I was not happy with it when I actually went to paint it. However, what can you do? The rest of them look really cute, and you know what? It adds a little bit of character. You can tell that it's like custom made, one of a kind, and at the end of the day, it was just a really fun activity to do and something I've been wanting to do. So definitely will be going back there and doing something else, but I thought this was really cute. Next time I might paint the inside. I wanted to do that at the beginning, but I spent so much time on the other designs that I ended up just leaving it. Success. I did find some things both at Five Below and Dollar Tree. They were both solid wins for me. I may have gone a little bit off the beaten path in Five Below. I did get 3 things that really aren't involved in like the wall decor situation, but I had to. And I have the receipt, so if I don't like them or they change my mind, I can bring them back. But there were these markers that look really fun, and I thought they'd be beneficial for my junk journal. Also, I just like coloring. I found this little shell vase. Ideally, I think it's for flowers, probably, but maybe I could use it for like makeup brushes, or maybe I can replace my other jar that's holding my markers and pens and scissors and things like that. I don't know, I thought that was cute. I did find this mirror that I think can be a sleigh if the command strips will hold it, because it's not super heavy, but again, like I don't know if they're strong enough, so we will see on that. And I also want to play around with like the layout of things on the wall, but we've got that. And the last thing I got from Five Below is one of these sunset lamps. I've been seeing these everywhere. I mean, it's been a while since I've seen anything about them, but they were very popular and I thought they were really cool, but also something I don't need to spend like 30 bucks on. This was $5. So we're going to try this out tonight. It does help with the overall vibe of the room, but like I said, if it doesn't work, I'll just bring it back. May I just say, I love that the Dollar Tree has truly kept to their like $1 promises. Things are now $1.25, but compared to Dollar General and like other places, I feel like they're doing well for themselves. So I went in hoping I would find some frames. Obviously these frames are, you know, not the most durable, but I'm also looking for something lightweight that will be able to be held by a command strip. So I got 3 different sizes. I got an 8x10, a 4x6. Well, technically there's 2 4x6, but I'm gonna do something different with this frame, and then a single 4x6. So we've got all different sizes. They're all a gold frame, which I love. I did also find a little cork board, like a bulletin cork, little square, very, very light. This I probably won't use like to actually pin stuff regularly. I mean, maybe I will, like a receipt here and there, but for the most part, I think I'm gonna just like decorate it to look cute. And then I found these wall shelves, which I thought were cool. They're very basic. I'm gonna have to either like paint them or stain them. I think we did pretty well. I want to try and print some things quickly to Walgreens and go pick those up. I do in fact still have this 16x20. This one is a heavy duty guy, so this one will have a hole in the wall, but that is a-okay. I'm looking so rough, I apologize. But I whipped together a couple designs for some prints for the wall, and I thought they looked super cute, so just picked them up at Walgreens. Let's take a peek, shall we? Oh, they're so cute. Oh my god, this is gonna be so cute. Okay, first one, we've got shells. I love the saying La Dolce Vita, so I tied together the pink and the navy aesthetic of the room. And then I also am like obsessed with postage stamps lately, like those kind of doodles. So I made this on Canva. Oh my god, this is so cute. I love it. This is gonna look so good. Ah! Before I even allow myself to entertain all of that, I need to take care of my laundry. I need to put it away. It's gonna take me max 10 minutes, max. So let's get to it. Laundry is good, and now I can play around with the layout of things. I kind of like this. The corkboard does have like a little string on it, if you can see there. So that's gonna hang like that, and I don't want it to be like exactly in line, but I kind of want things sort of to be cohesive, and I think I like how this looks. I've always been a person that likes to do a project, and like when I want to start it, I want to finish it. But as I've gotten older, I realized that it's also better sometimes to sit on things and think about it. So this one I'm gonna have to trim because it's obviously not meant to be an 8x10 frame, but that's not a problem. Adorable. Oh, that looks actually even better than I thought. I've cleared off the desk. This way it's a lot easier when I am actually putting up the command strips. I'm not banging into anything, but originally I thought to figure everything out when it was lowered, but I might actually go based on how it looks when the desk is raised, just because I do spend a lot of time with it up like this. So I'm thinking like starting or ending about here would be good, give or take. I have a pencil. I'm gonna really neatly like add a little dot where I'm gonna add the command strips. I'm obsessed. That actually looks even better than I was imagining. Granted, I still haven't hung that thing because like I said, I have to stain it first, but that is gonna be like around here. And then maybe I'll put the other one there. Haven't decided if I'll leave that blank or maybe I'll put something else, but I think that looks so cute. And then I am gonna decorate the corkboard a little bit, maybe like a photo booth strip, maybe like a plane ticket, something like that. But I think this looks super cute, and where it lays as well with the desk is perfect. Usually I work with it about there. So when I'm working, that's what it looks like. There's no better feeling than when you envision a project and then it turns out better than you thought it would. The other wall, that is another story. We're gonna leave that for another day because I still need to figure out what I'm doing with the putty. Have not had luck getting that off, so we're leaving that for now. But this area looks so good. So let's put everything back on the desk. It is just past 8 and it's time for dinner. I've been so excited about the room that I've been taking my time, but the rest of the evening kind of got away from me. So I have leftover chicken and I'm gonna go for my go-to Mexican bowl because we have some avocados that are ripe. I have some leftover black beans, salsa in the fridge, peppers in the fridge. Maybe I'll cook some corn, but that just sounds delicious to me. And again, very easy. It's like a go-to for me. And here we have it. Voila. Very easy, mostly reheating. I love me a good hearty bowl, a very dense bowl, may I add. It's very heavy. We've got a little bit of everything in here. Chicken, beans, salsa, corn, peppers, couscous, avocado, and happiness. We've got a bit of the rainbow in here. I did forget cherry tomatoes. because I usually do throw those in there, but still gonna be delicious without. Dinner was delicious. Finished up, cleaned everything, and now I am sat down to do some junk journaling. One of my favorite activities or hobbies, I should say. My journal is definitely getting a bit thick, but we're making do. The next spread is going to be from my most recent trip to Connecticut and then obviously New York City for the last 2 days. So I have quite a bit of junk. I'm probably going to separate the two, but maybe we'll mix it together. I'm going to see. But right now I'm thinking I'll separate and do 2 separate spreads just because my Toronto page is right here. I've got 1 page here and then I'll probably move on. Definitely recommend this activity if you are sentimental and you like to hold on to like little things, but you have nothing to do with them. This is a fun way to collect things that, I don't know, remind you of like certain memories or trips or things like that. But also you can do it for like your daily life as well. I find that to be really fun. So just gonna go for it and see what we end up with. Here is the final spread. I did end up doing a combined spread and I did 2 full pages just because I didn't have enough junk from New York. I wish I did, but I had my boarding pass and like a couple other things. So I think it turned out really cute. Tried to fit in a little bit of everything that we did, and I actually love how this one turned out, and surprisingly enough, this is the one that I spent the least amount of time thinking about or playing around with before I started gluing stuff down. So I am cozied up for bed. Pajamas are on, took off everything that was on my face, brushed my teeth. We are set for the night. But we gotta try this sunset lamp. I really don't have high expectations, to be honest. Worst thing that happens is that it doesn't work and we return it. It was, however, only $6, so if it does work, this was a good find. Like, no doubt it's gonna be cheap material. Sorry, Coco. I think it's USB operated. This is what it looks like. Hey, Coco. And then we got a little stand for it. So I'm gonna twist this bad boy in. Yeah, this is very, very cheap feeling, but that's okay. I have a USB on my desk, so that is what we're gonna do. Here goes nothing. Wait, actually, that's kind of sick. Maybe I should turn the light off for more effect. What color is this? Ooh. Oh, this is fun. I actually really like this. Wait. It's really bright. This is actually so sick. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. When I point it at the disco ball, look what happens. So cool. I'm so happy I bought that thing. It's the little things in life, it really is. Worth every penny of $5. If it breaks in the next week, I'm gonna be really sad. But I feel like it'll be fine. Anyways, I wanted to talk about books before I dive into my next read and call it a night, but I feel like I have not shared the books that I've recently read, and that's on me. I've been really busy, been traveling a lot, so I apologize, but we are going to talk books a little bit. So the order of books is a little bit hazy right now. I can't remember what the last one that I read and shared with you was. Maybe it was Bachelorette for Sale, or maybe it was The Other Side of Someday. No, it was Funny Story by Emily Henry. I think that was the last one I shared. Forget what I said. I literally shared with you like last week that I was reading Such a Fun Age by Kylie Reid. Finished that, loved that, really, really good. Before that though, I did read The Launch Date, which I don't think I mentioned. After Such a Fun Age, I read The Fall Risk, which was like a novella. I had no idea. I started reading it the day before I flew to New York, and I finished it on the plane in like 30 minutes. So it was a novella, but you know what? We count it. And then the book I just finished last night was The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. Guys, Frida McFadden, I think, is one of my new favorite writers. I read The Housemaid by her a few months back. Love that. And now I think this is the second book of hers that I read, but so good. I would say it was about 4.5 out of 5 stars for me. I'm not giving it a 5 out of 5 because the ending was just so crazy. Like, the whole book had me so zoned in. I read it in, I want to say, like 2 days, start to finish. It was really crazy. It was very intense. Like, she had my attention 1000%. But the ending was just a bit over the top. Like, there were definitely twists I was not expecting, but I feel like she took it a little too far to the point where it was like, obviously the book is fictional, and with it being fiction, it would be a little unrealistic, but at the same time, like, this was just too much. Just too much. But other than that, really enjoyed it. It was crazier than I was expecting. I was not prepared for that. So, to counter that, I'm reading a bit of a lighter read now. Just started Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey. I am 8% of the way through. So I am going to dig into this book, and that's going to be my next read. But I did have you guys send me some book recs, and I downloaded quite a few. So I am excited. Lots of good books ahead. And definitely there's going to be a lot of reading on my flight to Europe because it's going to be a long travel day. Thank you guys so much for spending the day with me. Hope you had fun. I always feel like there's not enough hours in the day to get everything done that I want, but it's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. But either way, it was a great day. Made a ton of progress on the room. I'm so happy with how the desk space is looking. Super cute. Room is not done yet. It's a work in progress. We still got to take care of this corner, but one step at a time. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming along today. I love you all to the moon and back. I hope you have a great day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.